Well, all right. We're now going to go into a tame environment where Mr. Steve Ballo lives with his wife. Stephen Ballo, regale us with your humorous
Steve Ballo.
Thank
five.
you.
Yay!
So, I come on here tonight, and it's bad enough I got to watch this Master Chef Junior with 8-year-olds that can make me feel like I cook like an infant. Now we got kids like Maxime on the show and make me realize how also inept at comedy I am. That and 1,000. I bet I'm going into work tomorrow and there's going to be, a first grader that's come to replace me. So, but I liked how he was giving the finger, because when I was that age, like, we listened to a lot of heavy metal music and the singers would always like scream about like putting your middle finger up as high as you can. So we'd practice. And then you could, like, if you really practice, you could make like a super weird looking long middle finger. So, he's young, get practicing, and you can give quite the finger when you're older. What was it? You have the right of way? Okay. But so, happy 21st month of COVID. So I'm celebrating. So it's like we're almost past the point where it's like you had an infant, like you say, like, oh, he's 22 months. It was like, no, he's 2 years. So now we're happy 2 years of COVID. But I got the booster that we were talking about the booster. Some people
booster.
But it was funny when I was there, they gave me like a menu where like you could get the booster and you could also get all these other inoculations. So I decided I'm going to get the flu since I'm here too. So I got more needles than Pete Davidson at a flop house. It's weird because the only side effect I had was from like that night from 4 to 5 in the morning. I had the flu and then a big thing came under my arm. But, it's worth it. So I don't have to take any more of those disposable COVID tests. and I like them because they give you the instructions on the package, like to get the result you want, like to avoid a false negative. Like if I want a negative, I want instructions to get a negative. I want to hang out with my friends. I put the swab in for 1 second and then just put it on the test. Bam. I'll never come up with COVID. But if I need to get out of a work outing, I have my little pen and I'm like, bam, pregnant, whatever. I can't come. Sorry, boss. But, I've already grown nostalgic for the early days of COVID. It's like centuries ago at this point. It's like, remember back in the day when people were buying toilet paper and we never knew why? That was the funniest thing. But has anyone gotten paper towels lately? The government needs to get involved. It's fucking out of control. Like
it's expensive.
You can get one paper towel roll for $1. Like that's easy. Like if you just need one. But I'm a big mess guy, so I need more than one paper towel roll at a time. So like how much are 2 rolls? $4 for some reason. So it's like, okay, I'm just gonna buy in bulk. Well, let's look at the fancy brands. They got the package that's like the size of a refrigerator, like this fucking big, and it's got I see there's 12 rolls in there, but their math on the outside of the pack says that each of these is quad rolls, so it's like you're getting 48 rolls. I'm like, oh. And they're like, it's $43. Like, oh my God. I'm already trying to get this one. You see the boxes, I'm trying to move out. I got the one mortgage. Now I got to get another just to get paper towels. Like, fuck. So, shit, imagine if McDonald's was like that. Like the Big Mac meal is $7, but it's going to fill you up so much that if you want it served in a bag, it's $8. But one thing I feel like we missed as an opportunity during COVID was to bring the feed bag into style. Like, like cows have the bag of food on their mouth. COVID was a perfect thing. You just walk in, you have your mask, you grab your feed bag, you swap it, and you could be eating, without having to sit down. And you can imagine a designer like a Gucci feed bag or like a Fendi feed bag. And then people have bootleg feed bags. Somebody walking around with a Gucci feed bag, but it's filled with Taco Bell, fake news. This whole decade we're going into is going to be fake. Like it was the Roaring 20s, and now it's going to be the fake 20s. Nothing's real. Well, the only thing that's real is the reality shows that I watch, because I know they aren't bringing 100 tons of garbage to some house in Oregon to make a fake Hoarders episode.
Oh.
But you know, I think I'm looking good tonight. I finally got my desk situated the way so you can't see all the crap behind me.
Yeah.
Everything's perfect. And as soon as the show
Fancy.
ends, I have to take everything off because I have to sell the desk. But, you know, it's okay. I've had this desk for 25 years. My parents got it for me when I was a little kid. It's really good. It's one of those fancy. Remember, like way back in the day, you used to go down to North Carolina just to buy furniture.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's one of those, and it's been great. And now I'm going to sell for $200 to get some IKEA crap that's going to break in 5 years.
Yay! You are moving
America,
up.
America.
But at least I'll be able to have like an adult-sized desk finally.
Yeah.
So one last thing. So I had to miss last week. I had to go visit my parents. Like we're getting ready to move, and like they want to help move, but their effectiveness at helping me move ended like 10 years ago because now they're old. Like I have to ask my older mother to collect boxes. Like, no, you can just give me some money. That's fine. But I asked them to watch my pets, so that's a good way to keep them down there. So they live in Delaware, and you watch when you're in Delaware, you watch the Philadelphia news, and it's crazy there. Like the news is like, here are tips to avoid being killed during a carjacking. Oh my god! and then the next news later, like the 11 o'clock news, it's like, this is how people are fighting back against carjacking. They're carrying handguns. and now their murder rate's over like 500 people per year. So, you know, it's a bad place. So let's be happy that New York isn't like it was in the 80s.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. Just be glad we don't live in Philadelphia.
No.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yay! Give it up for Mr.
Very
Stephen
fun.
Ballo. Yay,
Thank
Steve.
you.
Where are you going to move to?
Down the street.
Perfect.
No, literally like
Upstairs.
less than 2 minutes away in the same town.
Perfect. All right, I like that. But you're going to get a shit